Yes, I actually remembered it.
All right, here we go. Meeting for the Landmarks Commission, Thursday, April 25th, 2019. We'll call the roll. Susan? Veronica?
Present.
Justin? Ron?
Present.
Ian? And David?
Present.
And Paul is present. We do have a quorum. First item on the agenda, item B, is the approval of the agenda for tonight's special meeting. Anybody have any comments, suggestions, changes to the agenda? Hearing none, have a motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Susan's here.
Put this door to 4:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just roll it. Just roll it.
I'm trying to beat the record of 13 minutes for a meeting.
Oh, okay. Signed in here. I'm like, what?
Oh, we voted on so far to approve the agenda for tonight, so.
Yeah, we just
Okay, that's
approved,
where we're at.
Yeah,
we approved the agenda. We'll give
Yeah.
you a minute to log in. Susan.
yeah, that's all we've done so far.
It's okay. Can't get it to happen to log in.
Can't break the record every single meeting, you know.
It's not letting me type
A motion to
anything in.
note that Susan has joined the meeting.
Yeah, it won't let me type anything,
Oh,
Oh, good.
do anything.
oh, good.
Remember when we got technology so these meetings would go more efficiently?
Mhm.
Okay.
Does it work? I already had you in there, so.
Yeah, okay. Let's see.
We're good?
Yes.
Ready for action.
All right, next item on the agenda, item C, is the approval of the minutes from the April 8th, 2019 meeting of the Landmarks Commission.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item D, regular business. Item 1 is certificate of appropriateness 19-08. Consideration with possible action on a design review for a new sign located at 114 South Broadway. Jason, would you like to
Sure.
bring us through that?
They want a new sign using the existing pole-like foundation. Do we have other pictures? Yeah, so top center, you see Peppers. It's a circular illuminated sign that will hang off of the existing foundation with existing wiring. I have no concerns from a historic preservation perspective. There will be no alterations to the building. All done.
Okay. Anybody have any other discussion here?
The pivotal term is existing. That's convincing.
Mhm.
Well, it's nice. There'll no longer just be a pole sticking off the facade of the building. Shows something going on there.
Mhm.
I personally don't have any objection. I would make a motion that we approve the sign as submitted.
One second.
Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Prompted.
We have to
Oh,
vote.
I'm
Yep.
sorry.
Consideration.
All right, that's passed.
Great. Item 1 is approved. Next item on the agenda, item 2, is certificate of appropriateness 19-10. Consideration with possible action on a design review for window replacement at Whitney School, 215 North Webster.
This is under the purview of the National Park Service and Wisconsin SHPO. All of those entities, I believe, are signing off on everything that happens here as it's a tax credit project. You are looking specifically at the windows. The windows have already been, I guess, conditionally approved by the National Park Service, provided they do what they say they plan to do. None of the original windows are present, as I understand it, so these will all be new aluminum windows with some sort of applied Muntin decoration, if you will, taped on the inside and pinned on the outside. Landmarks Commission staff has no objections to this, recommends approval. I note 2 nitpicky items that I guess I would discuss more if I was the building's owner, but I don't know if you want to get into those or not. One of them was for the applied on muttons. We learned from the project folks that those will be pinned in place with a stainless steel pin. I think that's fine. I come from a background where any talk of different types of metals in conjunction with each other is a problem. So if that's an aluminum muntin with a stainless steel pin, in a saltwater environment, that's a no-no. But I guess we're not in a saltwater environment. My other concern was in the construction detail. It shows clearly, somewhere in your packet you have this too, the aluminum window being field trimmed to made up to this existing steel lintel. And it shows here the butt end in connection with the steel lintel and then some caulk just on the outside, but we had a clarification that the object is to trim this a little bit further so that the caulk acts as a gasket between the bare aluminum and the painted steel lintel. From my perspective as a realist, I would see somebody out there with a grinder cutting it. It's going to be a little bit too big, but they mash it in with a hammer. But maybe not.
Yeah, and I mean, they've assured us, they do this kind of installation all the time. It's a pretty typical installation for them. And they still warranty the window for all of these installation methods. And they've assured us for that as well as the steel pins that does not have any corrosive action.
Excellent. My concern was with condensation, getting between the bare aluminum and the steel, that there would be some sort of galvanic corrosion there. But again, that's maybe more of a ship problem than building window problem.
Gotcha.
Paul, I don't know if you have any experience with that.
I think that the majority of all your commercial windows nowadays in commercial buildings, you have the exact same condition. You always have an aluminum head up against a steel lintel. I mean, it exists right here. So it probably just becomes a concern of potentially of a maintenance issue long-term, but it's, I don't know, I agree with you about the dissimilar metals, but without getting out the chart and looking, I don't know that we have the issue or not. So I'm okay with that.
Well, I don't know either. I'm not familiar with construction practices. In my world, you put a gasket there or a bimetallic strip of some sort. But I'm in the wrong world right now, so.
Yeah, I mean, we've done these installations a lot on other historical projects as well. As long as the sealant is kind of maintained
Sure.
well, I think that kind of creates that break. So,
Well, again, I have no concerns. You recommend approval. I didn't know if anybody wanted to split hairs on that or not, so I feel smarter though for having talked about it.
Comments I had on the submission were a couple of things. One, I know from reading the written report, I think that Jason, you provided, that there were original drawings for the building, but they weren't included in the submission. That would have been nice to see what the original architect's drawings and how the building did look.
I have some exterior elevations here, if you'd like to see them.
Yeah, actually, it'd be nice to see.
For clarity's sake, can we open the floor, please?
Motion to open the floor.
Second.
So that's.
All in favor?
Aye.
Did you just pass this one? But these are the elevations, I mean, we
Sure.
can email them to you if you want these digitally. But, I mean, we're pretty much keeping exactly the way it is.
Mhm.
You know, all of those new windows will be gone and replaced, and the owner really wants to do it right and do the right thing with the historical integrity and character of the building. So we pretty much made an exact match to what we had as the existing drawings.
Do we know where this condition occurred? It's the windows with a door below?
Yeah, that did not occur actually. That was, there were 4 windows, existing windows that we enlarged the sill. We kind of removed the sill and dropped them down to create patios for the units at the back where the auditorium was.
So would it be
Correct.
fair to say that what you intend to put in there is attempting to match what was in there with the original, and what year was this?
Yes,
Commendable.
it's exactly the same.
1970.
Commendable.
So it'll be the same
In
size
terms of,
as original?
the size is exactly the same, the geometry is exactly the same, the profiles of the windows and the trims, as close to, you know, as close as we can get 100 years later, but yeah,
Mhm.
that is the intent. We didn't really have any drawings of the profiles to go by. We just had very basic drawings without dimensions, so we kind of tried to match it as closely as possible, but so that is literally the only change that we are making on the facade is, you know, that used to be the sill of this window opening, and we just kind of dropped it so we could create some nice patios for those units. But that's the only revision to the exterior facade, really.
All apartments?
Yes.
So I think Jason mentioned it, and if the National Park Service has signed off on it, I think that at that point, it's past the scrutiny of the National Park Service, and so I don't have any objection to what's going on here.
I agree.
And I'm pleased you're trying to match what was there originally.
Yeah.
I mean, replacing replacements, but trying to go back in time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's really the owner. I'll pass this message along to him, you know, I mean, he's spending the money to do it, which is good. I mean, we would
It's appreciated.
recommend that too, but, you know, it costs money to do this and he wants to do it the right way, so.
Motion to close the floor?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I will second it.
Okay.
Do you wanna keep these?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know who might take those is Ian.
It came from his office.
Ian probably doesn't want them back. Well, thank you for gently letting me down on that one.
That's good.
Did you vote?
I did, it did not come through. How about now?
Saved as passed.
Yeah, that's good, sure.
Okay. COA 19-10 is approved. Thank you very much for
Okay.
coming to our
Thank you,
commission meeting.
everyone. Yeah, bye-bye.
Fine, thank
Only other item on the agenda would be the informational date of the next meeting, Monday, May 13th. It's a regular meeting. If there is nothing else, anybody else have anything we want to discuss? Looking for a motion to adjourn then.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Any opposed?
Nope.
And there we go.
14 and a half.